I was going to say, with some stores in their head, it's like, okay, this is a quick prop, let's go ahead and do it and I'm gone. Yeah. But with true, real people that have a goodness in their heart, they're like, no, I'm going to spend a little bit of time with this person. Because this is going to make a world of difference to this person. And who knows, it might even rub off on you and you go home feeling good.
That's right.
Well, I mean, his humbleness that day, it sounds awkward, but it has us at this point right now.
Yeah.
Because if he was a dick then, we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
She would have got her one picture and we'd be gone.
Yeah.
You know.
So a friendship developed out of that.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It was a slow one over a period of time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we knew a lot of people who knew a lot of the same people in the parking lot. Because I don't mingle in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm not stuck up. I'm not a dick, anything like that. It's just, I'm from Compton. My circle's always been small.
Yeah.
Okay. And everywhere I go in life, so I mean, Vegas, you catch me at a tailgate party, I'm sitting in the car while my wife is out meeting, hanging out with all her friends.
Yeah, networking.
I'm here for the football game.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I don't hang around people I don't know like that because if something pops out, I don't know if you're a punk or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm the one who's going to get myself in trouble and have to deal with what I got to deal with. So he was cool. Rilla was cool. There's a couple handfuls of people that were really solid. Our friend Rachel Brown. I mean, we really people out there that, just like you said, when you meet them, you know.
Yeah, you know.
It's just that vibe, that soul-to-soul contact that it may not be right at that moment, but you know there's something about it.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's how it was when I met my wife.
Okay.
You know, I met her at a car show up in the Bay Area, and you know, a couple years later we were undercover dating. 10 years later we were married.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
A true gift from God.
Yeah.
You know? So that's how all my friends, you know, all my loved ones are. But he was truly humble, and my daughter sees him. That's her uncle.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, now, that's real family right there.
Yeah.
When Joe, as a matter of fact, when my mom and them come by here, that's her other son.
Yeah.
He's not as cute as me, but that's her other son. Cuter. Bastard trying to eat up all my food, but that's her other son. I'm like, all right, I go, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, but before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell you, Violator, we got this little part of the show we call Gripe of the Week. A Gripe of the Week is anything that may have ticked you off this week. It could be from somebody cutting you off on the freeway, the gas prices, whatever. Something that just may have ticked you off. So I'm gonna start with Joe to give you an example. Joe, you got any gripes of the week, bro?
I don't have no gripe. I'm not working.
All his gripes come from work. Joe hurt, so he been off work for a little while, so he ain't got a gripe now.
Yeah, if I got free money, I wouldn't gripe.
Ain't that Violator? Well, Violator, man, you got any gripes, man? Anything kind of piss you off this week, or something went wrong, or just anything? It could be anything, bro.
You know, Ski, I don't want to sound like I'm heartless, but to be honest, I would have to make up a gripe, and that's not really a gripe.
Okay.
Things are going great, man. Like I said, totally blessed. Just enjoying life for the smallest moments.
Yes.
And that's one of my sayings, enjoy the moments, because you don't know when it's your last. So, my gripe is people that really take life for granted.
Right on.
Friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood.
Yeah. And it's
That's
easy
my
to take
gripe.
that for granted.
That's my gripe.
I would ask you, but you started off with a gripe early.
Probably has another one in his back pocket.
Go ahead, Smiley. You got another gripe? Let's go.
Right in the front.
Two gripes.
Go ahead. We get a two griper.
I get two gripes this time. You know, my only gripe is that we let COVID come in and really fuck up the family friendship thing.
Ooh.
And we need to get back to it, because if you guys don't look at the news and shit right now, this world's falling apart.
It's
really
falling
bad.
apart,
It's
man.
falling apart.
It's
man.
going to hell in a handbasket.
We gotta bring that love and friendship back we had, you know. It doesn't have to be as strong, but don't let your ego fuck up something you can't fix tomorrow.
Ooh.
You know, don't be mad at that man, because after a year, you guys don't even know what you're mad at.
Yeah?
If you said you love me, you don't fall out. There's no such thing as falling out of love. If it was real love, that love will always be there. And you don't realize until after the person's dead, like, damn, I fucked up, I should have. Sometimes you don't get to do that.
I just had this conversation 2 days ago with Neil Ray. Shout out to Neil Ray. And he was going through something. He was feeling some type of way. And I shared a story with him about me and one of my cousins. I was holding a grudge with one of my cousins. And he was trying to squash it a little bit. And we were supposed to go hang out a certain day. Some of my other friends called me. They're like, man, let's hit the club. I'm like, fuck it, let's roll. So before I left, my wife asked me to go get her and the kids something to eat. So I went and got them something to eat. And I had another family member call me and they was like, have you talked to him today? And I was like, no. They was like, can you go to his house? Police just called me. I think something wrong. Went over there and my cousin actually got murdered. They did a home invasion and killed him. And I was supposed to be with him that day, but I chose not to go. And we probably could have squashed that gripe that we were having amongst each other. And I was telling my friend, I was like, life is too short. Now, I got to live with that. I wouldn't let it go. And now he's not here, and I can never make do with that. And it really hit me one day. I was on the 405 freeway, and I was stuck in traffic. I looked to the right, and I see his front door of the place where he used to stay. And I just broke down crying. I had to get off the freeway.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, because I never let it go.
Yeah.
I live with one of my sister before she died. Me and her had I was going into the military, and she was an hour and a half late. You know, I don't know what I'm already out of boot camp. I was gonna go meet my ship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what was going on. We got a big ass argument. My last words to her were "fuck you."
Oh,
I
wow.
called her a bitch.
Mm.
A month and a half later, you know, your gap goes, and probably maybe a couple months later, got a thing I was overseas. She got killed.
Mm.
And to this day, I live with that.
Yes.
You know,
And that's the same thing I'm talking about. So I had to tell my buddy, I'm like, let it go.
yeah. I mean, life's short. I mean, no, COVID's over. Hopefully, we don't have
Hey,
to go
they
back
say
to-
we may have to go
Yeah.
back to masks.
But you know what? I mean, if you gotta wear a mask, don't bitch about it. Just do it. Let's protect each other. Don't be so selfish. But you know, let's make this world a better place. I mean, really. I mean, what I do is so minute to what if we all did it, and not even just with the kids with cancer, but with everybody. I mean, we all know people struggling, dealing with issues. Suicide is off the chain right now.
Yes.
Let's look out for our fellow neighbors and friends and stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't take a lot, you know. No one's that busy or that important where they can't do it. So,
Exactly.
not a gripe, just information.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. Hey, you know what? I'm going to keep it real. My gripe of the week, man, it's going to have to be with gas. I messed around and had a fourth of a tank of gas the other day, and I'm like, man, I'm going to stretch this to Friday.
So my drill in a bucket.
Smiley, I pulled up to the gas station. I'm like, I got to make one of these choices. Do I fill up? Do I put a little bit of gas? Like, hey, the weekend is coming. I don't drive the car on the weekend. I'm off Monday. I said, what the hell? I put $40 in there. My car burnt, and now it's at half a tank when it was at a fourth of a tank. I said, boy, this is some bull.
That's real. Yeah.
I get to work, and my boss is like, man, I just spent $140 on gas. I ain't going nowhere this weekend. I said, damn it. It's horrible. So my gripe of the week is gas, man. Hey, but before we get out of here, man, tell them again if they want to donate out of the goodness of their heart, man, where they can do this at.
If you guys have it in you, we'd love for you to help. Don't just give your money. Give me a call. Come get involved. There's so many things I can put you to work on to enlighten your life. But if you do like to donate, and if you could donate, hit me up under Jim Smiley on Facebook. When you go to the Facebook page, there's my car club plaque, and you'll see a little picture of one of my kids, Joshy, who passed away a couple of years ago. He was one of our recipients that went to the game. Joshy, he was a one-of-a-kind kid. I mean, Wayne, I mean, nothing like him. And those are the kids we're helping. Again, you're not helping me. You're helping kids like him and his family. So
Yes.
hit Jim Smiley up. Hit my wife up, Janice Deesman. That's Janice. Last name is Deesman. D as in David. Iesman. When you hit her up, she's also on Instagram, but she's not here right now. I don't know about Instagram and stuff like that. You know, but or hit any of these gentlemen up right here.
Hit us up. We'll get you in
You
contact
know,
with them.
yeah, just some way somehow to contact. Just for the record, then if you can't do Facebook or anything, 562-852-5538 is my personal number. Feel free to call me anytime except after midnight. No, I'll cuss you out.
Just keep it 100. Like, don't do that one.
I'm old now. I'm
Yeah.
in bed by 11 o'clock now. So,
At least you up longer than
but
me.
I will say thank you to anyone who will do it. Thank you in advance. And you know, not one penny. And let me clarify this too. Not one penny goes in my pocket.
Yes.
You know, I've been blessed with the job. My wife's been blessed with the job. We do this out of the love of our heart. You know, every penny we do, we put out a lot of money out of our own pocket when we can't make up. We've had people at Christmas time promise gifts to kids and stuff when we do our Christmas drive. When they don't come through, we're not going to let that kid go come out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
And I don't do it without gripe. It's what I pick to do.
Yes.
But I do ask for help at certain things at certain times, and this is one of them. Have you ever been to a football game? You know how expensive it is to go. We're taking 8 to 10 families, so just figure the cost of that, cost for food, cost for parking. So, just take all that little bit in consideration. I'm not looking for no praise or anything. I'm not trying to see, Smiley, you're doing a great job. What I'm trying to see is a $5 donation, a $10 donation.
Yes.
That's my pat on the back right there, so we can take these kids, okay? Thank you, and God bless in advance.
And then also, we do have the baseball games coming up. So the closer we get to it, when we get a final date,
Bonfire too.
the bonfire, I want you to come back in and then we talk some more about it, let them know exactly the date, the location, and they'll be able to see all of us there.
Yeah.
All of us will be there.
The biggest thing is seeing is believing.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about it before we got on video, is there was one of my biggest gripes right there. That is my biggest gripe. I have so many people say, I can't help you because I can't stand to see these kids.
Yeah.
And you don't know what you can stand until you try it. These kids, there's a picture back here that he has on the wall. I challenge anyone $1,000 to show me what kid is sick on there. If we didn't
They
tell
can't.
them.
They can't.
They can't. And that's
These are
what
some
that's what
awesome
these kids
kids
look
out
like.
there.
That's what these kids look like. They look like your kid.
Yeah.
Except they need a little bit of help. Their families need a little bit of help. And that's all we're trying to do is enlighten you and get you involved. Getting involved will make you feel so much different. And
Trust me.
if you can't really handle it, if you feel you can't handle it, I'll even take it to a different step. There's more people out there looking for help besides me and my group. Get involved in your community. I'm from Compton. We have a major gang problem, a major suicide problem. Every neighborhood has issues. Get involved in your own neighborhood, and if that doesn't work, man up and start your own shit and get involved somewhere.
Oh, how about that?
And after that, what's the excuse?
There is none.
So,
There is none.
that's all.
Smiley for mayor.
I'll vote
They don't
for
want.
it.
They don't want. I want to be president. I'll stop all this.
No,
shit.
Mayor Compton.
Nah, I think Dre will get there pretty soon.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah, big
Congratulations
shout out.
on that.
Hey, but always, brother, you have an open door here. Anytime you want to talk or you have something to talk about, please come
Appreciate
through. Mr. Violator, you also have an open door here. If you got any book signing, tell them about the book signing again before we get out of here.
Book signing, Kalani Sports Bar, September 25th. And I think we'll probably start, like I say, first thing, as soon as they open, I'll be in there. Come on by. Let's have some fellowship there and just represent Raider Nation, man. And like I said, if you just want to get the book, go to my website, moto-sports.com. I'll personally autograph it for you, ship it right out to you.
Now, do you have any other social media sites that you want to give them to where they can find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Violator57. I'm on Instagram, Mabry Wayne.
I'm old.
Facebook, of course, Wayne Mabry 57, and LinkedIn. Find me on LinkedIn. So,
Hey, it has been a pleasure having you in here with us, brother. Like I said, you got an open door policy. Anytime you got something to talk about, please come through.
let me give you and Joe your props for using this platform for good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt the vibe as soon as I walked in here. That's what's missing in the world. That brotherhood, see.
And that's
You can
big.
just sit across the table and chop it up.
Yeah, that's big.
That's what's missing.
And you know what? When me, Joe, and our other guy, Ray, we used to be at work, and we just sit back and chop it up every day. I would have like an hour before I went home, and they was getting to work. I have like an hour before I go home.
Right.
Instead of working, we'd sit around and we start chopping it up. And then at one point we was like, why not start a podcast? Invite other people to come in and hang out with us. And after 2 years, we actually did it, and we ain't looked back. And we've been doing it now for 2 years. So we're just having a good time. We have different type of guests in. We want to speak to them about everything and invite them back in. We try to make them feel comfortable, try to make it a family vibe, so that way they want to come back.
Just keep planting that seed. That's what that's called. And you plant seeds through conversation.
Yes, yes. But my brother, it has been a pleasure. I'm glad y'all here. Hey, please, if y'all can help, please donate. Please donate. Come out to the games. Once we give y'all the locations, the dates, and the times, we'll all be there. So y'all come out.
Also, one last thing. It's opening day in SoFi Stadium, the Raiders Chargers, the game we're taking them to. Anyone and everyone is invited to come over to our tailgate. We'll be on the trailer side. The Malosos will be. They don't every year. They do the cooking and everything free of charge for us, for our kids. And there's another stand-up group that I want to give a shout out to.
Definitely.
Come through, meet our kids. Even if you don't donate, come through, see what we do.
Yeah.
So you can see, so you can feel what we do. Once you feel it, I don't have an issue with it. I tell people all the time, I don't look for people to just come and hang with me. I don't want your money. I want the hands and heart. Once I have your hands and heart, everything else is a wrap. Because most of the time when we do stuff, I don't ask for your money anyway. When we feed our veterans, I'll tell people, bring what you could afford. Collectively, there's no money coming in my hands, so you can't say, oh, they're taking the money.
Yeah.
Collectively, we'll have enough food. See, that's the funny thing. I am a God-fearing man. I believe in God.
Yeah.
I tell my wife all the time, we never stress over anything we do, because at the end of the day, God will provide exactly what we need, and it will be that.
Yes.
Whether you help or not, God's going to place people in our path to make it happen.
Yes.
So come on through, check us out on the big side of the trailer, where the trailers will be at. And you'll see on my Facebook under Jim Smiley, the information we posted, all the information we have throughout the year. We do a ton of stuff for these kids. And skiing them, and we'll pass all the information forward. You guys like to follow, send help, come help, send money. Thank you in advance. Love you.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of Anything Goes. I'm your boy Big Ski.
Boy, Dusty Joe.
Dusty.
Let them know
Back
who you
here.
are, guys. So get out here.
Big Smiley from the CPT.
Violator. Get some.
Get some. Hey, happy Father's Day, everybody, and we'll holler at y'all later.
Have a safe one.
Happy Father's Day.
Women, do something nice. Spend money on your man. He does it all year on you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For real.
I'm going to McDonald's tomorrow.
Man, I seen a post. It was funny. It was like Mother's Day,